Fellas and felleritas, I told you when I got to my 4,000 hours and I got monetized on YouTube, I was going to fly out to Las Vegas and I was going to spar Sean Strickland. I did exactly that. I did it at the beginning of last month of December. I've edited everything together. He didn't want me to post it prior to his fight, so I'm posting it tomorrow morning. You can watch it here on this channel, me 5 rounds against Sean Strickland. It was pretty hard sparring. It wasn't the hardest we've ever done, but there's some good shots landed. Tomorrow morning, it's premiering here on this YouTube channel. Now, for the topic of this one, cardio. As I have been saying for a long time, DDP is not ready for the pace that Sean Strickland is going to fight at. Sean Strickland's pace is the reason I think he is going to be able to go up to 205. And I know he already lost to Pereira, but he will go and fight Pereira or whoever beats Pereira, because Pereira is not a good champion. Whoever beats Pereira and his cardio will carry him. He is not the strongest hit puncher in the game, but he's got a consistent punching to him that's just incredible. DDP, everybody is talking, and I've gotten so many comments every time I talk about cardio. It's like, oh, DDP had his nose fixed. He can breathe again. He's good to go. DDP, his nose, he can breathe, awesome. That's not what cardio does for you. It's not because you can take in more air. It's that your breathing pattern gets disrupted, and that's the part that's hard that Sean Strickland does. When he's pushing forward, it's not that he is making it a sprint for you. It's that pressure never gives you a second to breathe. So even if my nose is cleared, my lungs are open, I can't get that real breath because he's coming forwards. I have worked with high-level, wrestlers, but I worked with high-level Olympians, high-level runners, high-level endurance athletes. And they gas incredibly quickly. They gas, the round starts a minute and they're sucking wind, whether it be grappling or whether it be striking. Their breathing pattern gets messed up. They could outrun me all day, which is why I tell all of my students, running is good for weight loss. It's terrible for cardio. It's not terrible for cardio. It just doesn't help your cardio. You can go out, oh, I ran 8 miles today. Okay, what the hell did that do? You're not going to be running in the fight. I'm a big fan of Tabata rounds. So if I have a 5-minute fight, I do a different exercise every minute. I take a minute down, then I do it again. If it's a 3-round fight, I do it for 3 rounds. If it's a 5-round fight, I do it for 5 rounds. This last fight had the potential to be a 6th round, so I did it for 6 rounds. It's not the most fun you can have, but it is completely necessary to train your body to try and cope with what happens in a fight. You see the high-level athletes in kickboxing, like Alex Pereira, I say the name wrong. He gets tired come round 3, come round 4, come round 5. He slows down. He has great kickboxing ability to him. But as soon as Jan took him down, his breathing pattern got mixed up. It's one of the strengths of why Sean Strickland has such good cardio is because he spars constantly. It is hard to put Sean in a position where his breathing pattern is mixed up, where his breathing pattern isn't working as well as it should. My Tabata rounds, I'll go back. My Tabata rounds. I look at who I'm going to fight. I actually watch all my fight videos, all my fight footage with all of my coaches. My striking coach, my jiu-jitsu coaches, wrestling coaches, my strength and conditioning coaches. We look at what we think my opponent is going to do, and we design my cardio and conditioning circuits based on that. If I think it's going to be a lot of clinch, I'll do a lot more holding. I hate these. He has big pull-up bars that have like 2-inch grips. You have to go up, boom, keep that chin up there, a minute at a time, and then you jump in a rope. By the way, the battle ropes are terrible for conditioning. They're good for something, but it's it's like a placeholder. Every fighter will have that exercise or 3 that really pushes them. The battle ropes are not it. They look cool. Every gym rat in there has their camera. Oh, watch me do battle. It's not hard to do a battle rope for me. And I've had long battle ropes, short ones, fast ones, thin ones, small ones. They're not great. They're placeholders. Now with karate combat, there's no grappling, so I don't need to clinch as much. I don't need all that weight, holding up or getting up and down kind of stuff. I do a lot more speed conditioning, a lot more sprints, a lot more airdyne bikes. Ball slams have always been what gets me going hard. It's what pumps my heart, gets me jacked up, going fast. Ball slams spike my adrenaline, which is great because I can do ball slams for just about any type of opponent. whether it's a wrestler, whether it's a striker. You've always got a plan on getting back up so I can slam those balls. The Aerodyne is the other one that I think the Aerodyne gets everyone. Aerodyne is you sprint for a minute, that gets hard. That gets rough. But it's great. Sean Strickland. He spars so much. He has his style about him. He dictates where the fight is taking place. If I take a step back, he takes a step forward. If I get that step back, he doesn't move. He makes me take that step back or two. He fills that gap. He fills the space of where I was. He doesn't give me an inch. That's where DDP is going to have the biggest problem. He is not going to be able to dictate where the pace goes outside around 1 or 2. He's going to come in swinging tough, which is if I was DDP's coach, I would say, listen, we come in tight and strong at the beginning. The bell rings, we are on Sean like white on rice. We are attacking. We're trying to get Sean's breathing mixed up. We can even attack the body. I don't think that'll work, but we can attack the body. Sean will survive. I say survive. I don't think it's going to be a killing, but Sean will last round 1. And then round 2, DDP is going to have he's going to have blown his wad in round 1. Sean is then going to take over. Sean is going to start taking that inch back. Sean is going to start coming forwards. Sean is going to keep doing everything he can to make to make DDP's gas tank drop. Doesn't matter if he can breathe. It's that he can't breathe when he wants to breathe. That's the hard part. Coming from me, who has really good conditioning, I have prided myself on never being tired in a fight, and it's almost entirely true. I had that one true heavyweight fight earlier in the year. I got tired in that one. He was a big boy. I had to hold up. But I work my Tabata rounds. I spar as much as I can. Sparring is also the most fun you can. I do as much as I can. Being a big guy, it's hard to find sparring partners that can really push me. That's why I loved it when I lived with Sean and Chris Curtis. They were big enough to push me, to dictate the pace, really push me. Now, I rely a lot more on my Tabata rounds than ever before. And I spar, and I push myself that way. But the reason it's going to be, one of the reasons it's going to be difficult for DDP to counter and match Sean's pace is because he is going to be in great shape. He is going to get in there and he is going to be incredible. He is going to go in there with all the confidence in the world saying, I can run, 5-minute miles for 20 miles. I can do this. He is going to be in good shape because at this point, everyone knows Sean Strickland's pace and ability to maintain such a high output through 5 rounds. He's not ready for it. Nobody does what is needed to be done when going against somebody that takes that inch. Doesn't give.
All right, coach, you're on camera. You gotta hurt him.
Filling in the gaps. Nobody's prepared for that. You can't find a training partner to train like that. If I were to fight Sean Strickland, I would do my Tabata rounds. I would spar as much again. I would do everything I absolutely possibly could to get in the best shape ever, knowing I would be tired by round 4. I would plan on having 3 rounds. I need to dominate. I need to, without question, win those 3 rounds, hopefully find that lucky shot, knock Sean Strickland out. If I do not get there, if I do not get that shot, I need to be up 3 rounds so he can win the last 2.
Quite.
And I win the fight.
You could be that weird uncle.
I plan on fighting Sean. It's possible. Sean comes out everyone comes out real jumpy around it. Everyone doesn't like that pressure, Sean, so they start swinging. Maybe I catch him. Maybe. I have in the past. Sean and I have had some really good rounds. But I could not fight him knowing I'm going to hit. He doesn't get hit much. He's got a pretty decent chin. DDP does not have a training partner that will push him hard enough, fast enough, strong enough as Sean Strickland needs, as a Sean Strickland would push him. They just don't. And that's not taking anything away from his team. They just don't build people like Sean Strickland.
Right?
The best you could do is get people that get stupid Sean Strickland, Philly shell or whatever, and switch them out every minute. So your job is to push forwards on DDP. Shark Tank is what we like to call it, but a Shark Tank with a purpose. DDP doesn't know what he's in for. He's got 2 rounds to knock Sean out in. If it goes to the 3rd round, DDP's lost. I am predicting DDP loses round 4 TKO. That's what I think is going to happen. I think DDP is such a strong, powerful fighter. He's going to expend everything he can. He's going to come up a little short. He might rock Sean. He might drop Sean. He might get a wrestling takedown on Sean. By the way, I've got some pretty good people saying DDP's grappling is not very good, but they said it's from a few years ago and maybe he's great now. He's not ready.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Tell me in the comments who you think's gonna win, how it's gonna happen, and why I'm right. Also, again, tomorrow, Saturday morning, the 20th of January, Sean Strickland versus Smiling Sam. 5 rounds. 6 rounds. I think throw a bonus round in there too. Enjoy, guys.